Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Sacramento Kings tonight. Guys, as of this moment, the Los Angeles Lakers have finished their preseason after going 0 of 6 in the preseason. And, guys, I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about the results of the preseason and what to expect from the Los Angeles Lakers heading into the regular season, which begins next week on Tuesday for the Los Angeles Lakers. They will be facing the Golden State Warriors on, I believe, it's October 18th. When it's all said and done, and I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about the expectations now headed into the regular season. And before anything, like always, guys, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please be sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ZSPN. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel and please hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload on this channel. Really appreciate the love and support of all my social media sites and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. So, guys, as I mentioned, the Los Angeles Lakers are 0 of 6 for the preseason, and there's a lot to talk about when it comes to what's the Lakers are going to be looking like when it comes to the regular season. Now, obviously, it's the preseason, so obviously some of the players on the team don't really play to the best of their ability and, have a, like, I don't know, like a breakout type of performance because, as I mentioned, it's the preseason. It doesn't really count. So, but sometimes when it comes to these preseason games, usually we have to see what certain players our true potential are when it comes to heading into the regular season. And that's also another perk about the preseason. And so far, guys, when it comes to our starting lineups, so far, the Lakers are still learning to play with one another. And especially when it comes to, the circumstances, the Lakers are still having players out with injuries, especially with THT and Trevor Ariza, who are expected to be out for at least a month or two because of their significance of their injuries. So, but crossing our fingers, hopefully we will have, Malik Monk, Kendrick Nunn, and I believe there's another player, Wayne Ellington as well when it comes all said and done for their return on opening night of the NBA on Tuesday against the Golden State Warriors. But, hopefully that happens soon. So you have to think of that sort of aspect of the Lakers' circumstances of the preseason, that none of the players were available when it came to facing these certain teams, especially when it came to our starting lineups with LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook, which obviously most of them played in these preseason games, but some of them did not play at the same time. So this is the second time we see the big three play with one another. And I have to say, guys, when it came to this particular game, even though we lost against the Kings, I had to say this was the best performance from the Los Angeles Lakers when it came to all the preseason games. That's my own personal opinion. If you disagree with me on it, please comment down below. You really have to see like how the rhythm of things went down when it came to the Lakers at one point. At one point, they were leading by like 2 points every single time they take the lead in certain quarters. And I just have to say, when it comes all said and done, the Lakers have the potential of just dominating games. I mean, it's there, and we actually witnessed it in tonight's game against the Kings tonight. So it was just one of those type of moments, especially when it came to Carmelo Anthony, which his shooting is finally paying off for the Los Angeles Lakers. They actually found a shooter that is consistent with his shooting, and that is Carmelo Anthony at the stage of his career. He is a guy that we can rely upon when it comes to the bench. And, not bad of a performance. If he can give us 12 to 15 points a game off the bench, it's going to be solid for the Los Angeles Lakers, and especially with the key pieces, coming off the bench. And, once we have Malik Monk and we have Kendrick Nunn returning, and at one point Wayne Ellington returning, it's just going to make things much better heading into the regular season. And hopefully they come back and they're 100% healthy. I mean, we have until a week to know when they will be ready to go for the regular season. So having that combination of Carmelo Anthony and those guys coming off the bench will make huge wonders, and just beneficial for the Los Angeles Lakers when they need that sort of help off the bench. And, Carmelo Anthony, he just did everything that he can to really contribute to the team. And, he really stepped up his role off the bench. And, for these past couple of years since he, changed his role as not that number one guy anymore, and, dominating and, averaging around 20 points a game. And, he's just another player that you can rely upon when it comes to shooting. So just great job out there for Carmelo Anthony. But, when it comes to the big three guys, I have to say it was a very impressive performance from our big three, especially from LeBron James, who scored 30 points in this preseason game. And then you have Russell Westbrook, who also had a very decent night, I have to say. I mean, I believe he averaged around 17 points. I might be mistaken, or maybe it was 14. I'm just thinking of when it was the last time I saw the stat line. But, he was also very consistent when it came to his playmaking and also passing the ball and just being that facilitator for the Los Angeles Lakers as the point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers. And we saw that a couple of times when it came to the second and third quarter, when he was passing lobs to players like DeAndre Jordan and, Anthony Davis, who also had a very uh, great night for on his part when it comes to him averaging a double double out there tonight. And he was very good out there, I have to say. So great job for Anthony Davis. But Russell Westbrook, he's going to be that key guy also when it comes all said and done, facilitating the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. And hopefully he controls his turnovers. As of tonight, the Lakers still led in this loss with turnovers. And I believe Russell Westbrook had 3 turnovers, I might be mistaken. But, it's kind of cutting down a bit. And, he realizes that. He's hearing the critics. And obviously it's been, not so much great entertainment to see that. But, this is Russell Westbrook we're talking about. This is the same guy who averages triple-double for the past 3 years so far. And, he could pull off again. And I really believe, guys, that once the regular season begins, I truly believe that he will, convince us all that he is, the same old Russell Westbrook that dominates games every single night. So I have no doubt that he will deliver that in the opening night against the Golden State Warriors. So just really can't wait to see that from him. And then other than that, Kent Bazemore, we saw a bit of his shooting on his part when it comes all said and done, and on the defensive side of the ball. And guys, since the preseason is over, we could expect in the next couple of days to see who will potentially start for the Los Angeles Lakers at key positions, especially for the shooting guard and the small forward positions. So we could expect Frank Vogel to announce the starting lineup in the next couple of days. And, it's just a matter of time to we know that. But, Ken Bazemore is making a lot of arguments when it comes to his role and what his role will be on the Los Angeles Lakers. And if that means he's going to be the starter, because he's been starting for the Lakers for almost like 3 games now. So it sort of draws like that type of idea that he could potentially be in the starting lineup alongside LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook. And, still remains to be seen if, at the small forward position, if it will go to Kent Bazemore, or if he will potentially get the shooting guard position. But it's kind of remains to be seen about the health of Malik Monk and those guys. And we all know about the situation with THT. So it's kind of remains to be seen if the Lakers are still their still plan is still to have Anthony Davis be the play at the center position, or maybe he'll go back to playing power forward and have LeBron James play the small forward position, and then we could just add in DeAndre Jordan to the center position, or maybe Dwight Howard. Still remains to be seen about that, and then we could just go through that sort of instance. But still remains to be seen. Still remains to be seen about the Lakers. Lineup and the rotation heading into the weekend, and for these next 5 days remaining as it stands now. We just have to wait and see what will the starting lineup will be for the Los Angeles Lakers heading into the regular season. But guys, there's a lot of expectations for the Los Angeles Lakers heading into the regular season. Obviously, the number one goal is to win a championship this year because of the talent that we have, and just veterans that are capable of, when it comes to playoff time, they will be ready to go and step up. But also you have to think about the regular season, and judging by what we saw in the preseason, it still needs a little more work. And, this is the type of process that, what we heard from Media Day when it comes to Russell Westbrook saying that we need things to click. And even for Carmelo Anthony, this is a working process type of thing. So this is kind of expected when it comes to having new players on a new team in a new system. So, guys, we could potentially see some ups and downs when it comes to how the Lakers will start in the regular season. But I just know that LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook will get their act together, and because obviously they played with each other before, but not to the extent that they will always play with each other in these 81 games of the season. So it's not like the All-Star game or the USA game. So this is kind of new for them, and I just know they will obviously get things working, and hopefully they will end up winning games for the Los Angeles Lakers heading into the regular season. And I just hope everything clicks. Everything clicks for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I know it will, because they have the professionalism and the skill set to really learn how to play with each other. And that's just the whole aspect of this game, because some players obviously will adapt when it comes to their skill sets with one another. And even though Russell Westbrook, LeBron, and Anthony Davis are dominant type of players and the guys who always want the ball in their hands, it is obviously sacrifices need to be made for the good of the team. And Russell Westbrook and LeBron and Anthony Davis, understand that, and hopefully they will deliver that. And hopefully, we can start seeing some wins, heading into the regular season, and reach the playoffs. And obviously, the number one goal is to win a championship when it's all said and done. And that's the mindset heading into the regular season. I really can't wait to see Lakers basketball officially begin in the regular season, and finally we can see Lakers basketball for the next 82 games of the regular season in 2021-2022 season. And I just really can't wait to see it once again. So guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, and please give me your thoughts about the Lakers and your expectations in the Los Angeles Lakers. What are your expectations on this team? Do you think that the Lakers will get things together, or do you think it will kind of be a rocky road for the Lakers in the beginning? Or Do you think maybe the Lakers should, look for other options? Maybe they need to add somebody on the defensive side, or maybe they need to improve on their shooting. And guys, when it comes to their depth, I mean, from players like Austin Reaves and those guys, I mean, I really think those guys can really be a huge contributor to the team when it comes to the bench side of things. And Austin Reaves is one of those guys that has a bright future in the regular season, and in the NBA. And I actually saw a post that I shared that he is the steal of the draft. To be honest with you guys, I mean, he has the potential of being a undrafted player that is kind of around the range of a similarity to what we had in Alex Caruso type of scenario, that speed, the defensive side, and also the shooting. So I just had to put that out there, and I really want to know your thoughts about the expectation for the Lakers, guys. Please comment down below, and please give me your thoughts about also the potential starting lineup. I mean, it could be in a couple of days that we'll be making a video about the potential starting lineup and an official video for the regular season heading into in the next 5 days. And obviously, guys, I do make you know, uh, Lakers post game shows. So obviously expect those to come when it comes to the regular season. Stay tuned for those, and I'll see you all in the next video. And I'll also be making a video about the starting lineup. So expect that video on this channel. Please, guys, hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload on this channel. Please like all of my social media sites: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites, and of course subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.